unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Jenkins.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
On 1st down, Newton. Screenplay, Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Running from the gun, Johnson. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A quick toss out right, losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Fielded at the 33. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Let's go. We get it. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Gun.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Newton. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
10 at the 22-yard line.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Off the option, that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Denzel Mims hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jets 21, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. After the run, Newton going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
To carry on Johnson.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Out of the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. Man, Eddie. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's 2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On second down now, it's Johnson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Newton to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Number 17,
DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Score Jets 21. Jaguars 7. Josh Lambo to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
The 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And 8.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Johnson on the carry.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
He was
only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On the play. First down, Jaguars.
Here we go.
Newton on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
On the handoff.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
4th and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Going quickly out to the right side. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great. For the offense, they can't be despondent.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd down. 3rd and 15.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
24-yard gain on the play. And
now Newton on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Robert Foster. Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Got an open man. It's Foster. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 39. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On the carry.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
To throw is Newton. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
On the handoff.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown,
Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Check, 47. All day, baby, all day. 47, Mike, 47.
From the 25 on second down, Darnold. He's going to look deep for pick, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashawn Perriman. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jets 35, Jaguars 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Newton. He gets it left side to Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perry. This is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, 63 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
1st down, Jaguars.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let them know, let them know. Let them know, let them know.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made by Jordan Willis. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. They're finding Keelan Cole. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Newton now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. That catch good for only a couple.
Newton's pass.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. To the air again, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Robert Foster. It's now fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for James O'Shaughnessy. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.